rapes, Kovane VG acá. No, ya en buena onda. Hola rapes, Kovane VG acá. En otro gameplay de Alan Wake. Este es el tercer episodio y vamos a empezar. Primero que nada, bueno, antes de empezar, explicaré más o menos lo que pasó en el capítulo anterior, donde Alan, al parecer, mata a Chucky, que es un vato que le iba a dar unas llaves antes de meterse a la cabaña esta. Y cada vez que llega a una gasolinera, se da cuenta que está lastimada y así. Llega una policía y dice, ah, pues estás loco, ¿no? Y después ve que la cabina ya no existe y que esa cabina no existe desde hace no sé cuánto. Y que desde los 70 se da una mamada así. Y básicamente lo tratan como loco. Entonces vamos a continuar el juego y a ver qué pasa.
Previously on Alan Wake, I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe
De pendejo, ahí está. Este lo está explicando. Bueno, claro, porque es capítulo nuevo. Acabamos de terminar el capítulo anterior.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Taken. Taken son los malos, o los, bueno, mejor dicho, las criaturas, las personas estas poseídas.
Honey, I'm home.
Honey.
Here, sweetie. How was it?
Qué
Worst
guapo
weather
eres,
I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but
monkey.
these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Chupa de huevo, ya me lo agarré. Qué chingón está su casa, pero ve esa madre, ese chingo huracán.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Okidoki. Vamos con Alicia.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Usted está cerrada la puerta de mi propia casa, qué chingón.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead
Una
body.
hojita.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Aww.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby.
Honey.
Honey, I'm home.
Home.
The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry...
Tiene varios al parecer. Ay.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
¿Qué?
right
Te
here.
estás
Come on,
cagando en el
honey.
sueño.
Please
Digo, en el
hurry.
sueño de...
I'm right here, baby.
Estás cagando en
I'm
mierda.
fine. Just get the
Honey,
lights back
it's a
on
power
now,
outage.
Please.
I've got the flashlight.
Es que esta tipa tiene miedo a la oscuridad. Ya lo habían dicho en que estamos en la cabina. ¿Recuerdas que ni siquiera quería entrar la perra esta porque estaba cagada de miedo? A ver, ay, no creo que sea buena idea salir. A ver. ¿Dónde chingado sacó la... ¿Dónde chingado sacó la
I'll be
linterna?
right there. Come on, deep
Hi.
breaths, okay? You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry.
Ay.
We'll just break out the
¿Cómo
candles.
creo que está aquí, verdad?
I
Ok.
know it's stupid, but it's just...
Tiene que ser mi
Especially when
puta
I'm
madre.
not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah.
If
If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
¿Será como que un nuevo equipamiento que podremos usar? Oh, Dios. Sexo con candelas. El día presente.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that?
Mira,
Mr.
está
Wake,
feo este hijo de puta
how are you
Gollum.
feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
Chingo,
I'll let you
Gollum,
get
ya
on
cállate,
with it.
cabrón.
Sarah, Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you. She's very good at her job.
Very good at her job.
Locate your wife in no time.
Oh, espérate. Acabo de volver. Entonces se supone
I'm
que
sorry
acabo
you
de
had to cut your
volver
morning fishing short for this.
de la isla o la chingada, ¿no? Y pues todavía no sé dónde está mi
Not the biggest
esposa.
I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an
Cállate,
old
chingada.
fisherman like me.
Ay.
But she's right up there.
¿Este es el señor otra vez? ¿Qué pedo? Ay,
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
chinga loca.
I don't have the luxury.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The
Cállate,
battery
cállate,
was
cállate,
dead.
cállate, cállate,
It's charged
cállate.
now.
I'll take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. Very good.
Un montón de vatos perdidos.
Just in case.
Chinga señora loca.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the
Chúpame
corridor.
huevo.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with
Oh, mira,
Gordon.
tengo
There's no sign of him. Over. Wait. Yeah, this is
otro
Gordon.
papelito.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress.
La perra es la
She
que
lowered
nos
the
dio la
camera and
llave.
looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Located
Sí,
the
ríete,
book.
güey.
It's here. That's some good news,
The
right?
sheriff wants to see you
Cállate.
in her office, Mr. Wake.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
¿Ya lo revisaste?
Have you
¿Viste
started
importa?
looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Puta madre, cuántas marcas representa este maldito juego.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law.
Chingada gata, está haciendo un chingo de ruido.
Want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park.
Mr. Wake,
There's a
can I
spot
help you
called
with
Lover's
anything?
Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on!
Chupa mi huevo tú también.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
To the fence on the left. Ya, voy por acá. No, pues. Me vale ver que sea propiedad privada.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Oh.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Maldito perro.
Ow, thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Cabrón. O sea, ¿qué? No entiendo, o sea, ¿fue los tuchos o fueron personas? ¿Qué chingado? ¿Quién los secuestró? ¿Quién les secuestró? Bueno, pues vamos a volver adentro de la estación. Está el macaco este que... ¡Ay! Mira otro manuscrito. ¡Ay! ¿Salió este vato? No sé. Agárralo, maldita sea. Está caminando.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Ah. Ahí se durmió y escuchaste los ronquidos. Ese pato. Ay.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness.
Es el mismo, ¿no? Es el estudio ahí de la cabina.
The world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable.
Oh.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey, oh my!
Take it easy.
Esto perro. ¡Órale!
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Bitch.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Ay, otra vez esta vieja.
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site
perro ahí.
dedicated to you. And she was very helpful
wait
when I
here.
was looking for you.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake.
Hey,
I'd
Mr.
shake
Wake.
your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the
dijo que la
car, just listen to
registration.
yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, it's a good
Wait,
story.
wait here.
Be a bestseller.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying.
Gracias, zorro.
Thanks.
Woo!
Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster.
Bueno, ajá, y
You gotta...
cállate, hijo de puta. ¿O es que está en peligro mi wife?
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate,
Ahí
Barry.
chingada la espuma la lámpara.
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Ah. Salud. Salud. Ah, ya puedo hacer boost, así que ahí viene la 13.
Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Cállate, ¿para dónde voy? Otro termo, puta, ¿cuántos hay? 500, ¿verdad? Bueno, al principio decía 100. Ya. Ah, no era. Ah, que se muere en la oscuridad. Ay. Vamos por acá. Ya cállate, es bien maricón. Otro manuscrito. Creo que voy a empezar a ponerlos y voy a empezar a que ustedes les pongan pausa para leerlo, porque me estoy consumiendo mucho tiempo de video y después tarda mucho en subirse el video y es mucho más difícil para mí. Ahí le ponen pausa para leerlo. Yo, bueno, o lo que voy a hacer lo leo yo para obviamente entender un poco más la historia, pero lo quito ya que lo terminé de leer.
But I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Obviamente tienen a tu Soki. ¡Cacao! 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 ¿Qué es esto? ¡Qué putas! ¿Qué pedo? Ay.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson is just parked.
Ah, mira, tengo. Ah, debe salir el ¡ay! ¡Hijo de puta, gordo! No me asustes. Maldito. ¡Odio! Malditos. Me dio miedo de lamentar este pato. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! Mucho macaco. ¡Ay, ay, ay! ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué pasó? Terremoto. Un terremoto. Wey. Ahí está el Lover's Peak. Ay, ¿qué hay ahí? Una estación de luz. Me quiero meter a otra cabina. ¿Qué tal si sale así otra vez? Da miedo. Da miedo. Órale. ¡Ay! Puta. Cuervos de mierda. Ay. Y nada. ¿Otra vez? No tengo ganas de leerlo, gracias. Ya voy. Voy con los cuervos. ¡Oh, locos! ¡Ay! 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 ¡No puedo salir por acá! Ya me dio medio. ¡Ay! ¿Otra vez? Otra vez me atacaron, por eso los apunté. A ver, ¿qué hice esta?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Qué chingón. Está relatado todo lo que va a pasar.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué pasó?
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
¿Qué pasó acá? ¿Qué chingos es Rusty? Hola, rapes. Terminó el episodio antes porque ya tomaba mucho tiempo para mí subirlo. Tardaba como unas 10 horas en subirse y la verdad era mucho problema, entonces decidí hacer unos gameplays y depende de lo que tarda este gameplay pues lo corto a la mitad, que vendría siendo como 40 minutos, entre sí pues entre 2 es 20. Entonces voy a tratar de mantener los capítulos en 20 minutos para que sea mucho más accesible para cada quien verlo igual. Y pues yo tenga un poco más de flexibilidad con las subidas. Así que espero que lo entiendan y muchas gracias. Adiós.